What's going on, veterans, transitioning service members, military members? Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Off the Battlefield podcast presented by Veterans Claim Servants. Today, we're going to be talking about, can your VA disability be garnished for alimony, those paying child support? Okay, we're going to get right into that. Thank you for your service to our country. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Share this out with someone that may be going through this situation, okay? So life challenges happen. Things happen, they extend beyond the limitations caused by veterans' disabilities. So some of the stress caused by a looming court appearance for unpaid child support or alimony can exponentially increase the everyday obstacles of dealing with a chronic disorder. So for disabled veterans, the uncertainty of not knowing what to expect can make things even more difficult. So in this video, I'm going to explain the general rules of alimony obligations for veterans with VA disabilities, the legalities of VA disability garnishment, and which circumstances prohibit garnishment. Okay, but can VA disability be garnished for alimony? Let's talk about it, okay? Wage garnishment is a court-ordered withholding of earnings to satisfy an unpaid debt, okay? Certain circumstances prohibit the court from garnishing your VA disability earnings. Garnishment of VA disability compensation is limited to the portion received in place of military retirement pay, not other benefits. There are various reasons a VA disability garnishment is denied, including when it causes an undue hardship. So, divorce veterans, okay, often wonder whether their VA disability compensation will be considered when determining child support or alimony obligations in court. The short answer is yes, but under many circumstances, a veteran service-connected VA disability compensation is not eligible for garnishment, okay? Still, there are exceptions to this rule, okay? So those are some rules when asking yourself, can my VA disability be garnished for child support or alimony? Is the VA disability considered income for alimony? Although VA disability benefits are not considered marital property, which can be divided by courts, VA disability payments do count as income when calculating alimony. So that is another thing and another factor to take into consideration. So how much disability can be used for alimony? The VA determines the percentage of your benefits that can be granted without causing undue financial hardship. This consideration includes various factors such as whether you have other sources of income in addition to your VA disability compensation, if you have expenses for special needs, medical expenses, what type of body, what do you need to stay alive, any children in your custody and in need of financial support as well. While every veteran's case is different and there's no definitive answer to how much of your VA disability compensation the court can consider, there are some general guidelines regarding VA garnishment and alimony payments that you need to know about. So what is a garnishment? Okay. A garnishment is a court-ordered withholding of earnings to satisfy an unpaid debt, such as alimony, past due bills, child support, etc. If a state court alimony order is in place, the VA can withhold your VA disability compensation or percentage of it, depending on the order, to satisfy the obligation. Several circumstances prohibit the VA disability or your VA disability compensation from being garnished. These include an excessive financial hardship has been determined, depending on the amount of your disability income, debt, bills, and other obligations. A court has ruled that your former spouse remarried, or there was marital infidelity, adultery. Your former spouse has not filed for a VA apportionment, meaning the court orders you to pay alimony or child support when there's a dispute about how benefits should be divided, okay? So there's no hard evidence about how common it is for veterans to have their disability compensation garnished, but there are some general legalities that may help you to discern the feasibility of garnishment based on your circumstances. And these include this: a garnishment is only legal for alimony payments when the court deems how the benefits will be split. If you have a waived part of your taxable military retirement pay and opted instead to receive your untaxed disability compensation, the amount of disability pay you receive in place of your retirement pay can be garnished. However, the remainder of your disability compensation is protected. Only 20 to 50% of your VA disability benefits are typically eligible for garnishment. VA disability benefits aren't considered marital property or assets in a divorce, so they aren't typically split 50-50 like other forms of income. A garnishment can be denied if it would cause undue hardship to the veteran, right? Can veterans with TDIU, individual unemployability, have their benefits garnished? Theoretically, if you cannot work and depend on disability compensation, a 100% rating, you could have your benefits garnished for alimony or child support subject to the above restrictions. However, garnishment will likely be considered an undue hardship since you cannot obtain any other income more likely than not, okay, if you're on individual unemployability, okay? Very, very important to know. I just wanted to put this together. So it depends on your situation, right? If your VA disability can be garnished for alimony. I know that you may, and somebody needs to hear this, they may be going through this right now, but yes, it can. But under many circumstances, a veteran service connected VA disability compensation is not eligible for garnishment, but there are exceptions to this rule and things to take into consideration. Okay. So I hope that this video helps you. I hope that you aren't going through the situation. But if you are, I hope that this provides you some help that you need. Thank you for your service to our country. Stay in the fight and don't give up.